morning, you guys. It's 6:45 in the morning. I'm gonna go get blood work done.
Woo!
Today's my last, as my doctor put it, big test of pregnancy. It's my glucose test to make sure that I have not developed gestational diabetes. I'm very nervous about it. I had to do it early because I'm not allowed to eat, and it's kind of a long test. So I believe it's like a 3-step test that's going to take about 2 hours. We'll see what they tell me once I get in there, but I'm really nervous. So I'm going to go in right now, and we'll update you each step of the way. I'm not breathing. Phase 1 complete. I got poked. I now am getting poked 2 more times. Oh, I feel weird. Baby was kicking me a lot in there. So I got poked, and then they gave me this drink. It was like this big-ish. It was this clear liquid. It said lemon lime flavored. Just like in this little water bottle. She gave it to me and told me I had 5 minutes to drink it. And I was like, oh, 5 minutes, like this is not that big of a thing. But it's like kind of thick, like kind of syrupy tasting.
Yummy.
She was like, oh, some people say it tastes like a flat Sprite. Okay, I guess I don't really drink Sprite, so I don't really know. But to me, it tasted like, you know those like Otter Pops, or what are they called? Yes. Ice Pops? Those little children popsicles that are really great when you're 5 years old. I don't think I would like them as an adult, because that's what that reminded me of. But when I first took a drink, I was like, oh, like that's not that bad. People always talk about like, oh, it's so repulsive and like it's the worst thing you've ever had to drink. So nasty. Like it's not something I would want to drink, but it's not disgusting. Yeah. I got halfway through and was like, I don't think I can do this. This is so rough. Like I was already starting to shake because of the sugar. Since I haven't eaten anything and it's before 7 a.m. It was rough to convince myself to keep drinking that.
Well, good job.
But I did it, drank it in the time frame. Now, because of the state of the world, I don't have to wait in the waiting room. I could if I wanted, but she said I could wait there or I could wait in my car, and I have to go back in an hour. So at 7:53 is my next blood draw, and then I have to come back in another hour at 8:53 for the final blood draw.
That's crazy.
So I have to get poked 2 more times, which I feel like I can always convince myself to go in once. You know, like I can go in and then be like, I did it, let's go home. It's gonna be hard to keep convincing myself to go back in. I already got poked in this arm, so next time I feel like I'm gonna have them poke my other arm, but then I've run out of arms.
Then the 3rd time, have them poke you in your foot.
Can you take it out of my foot, please? That's my update. I'm extremely tired,
Same.
But also like my heart's beating really fast.
A little jittery because of the sugar.
I just hope that I don't get like nauseous before this is done, you know?
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
Josh would not do well as a pregnant person.
I hate shots. I have passed out multiple times from shots.
The girl that took my blood this morning recognized me. That's how much blood work I've had done during this pregnancy. She's like, you look familiar, even with my mask on. Have I taken your blood? I'm like, yes. Yes, you have. She's super cute, though. She always calls me Mama.
Mama.
She's like, you got this, Mama. Thanks, girl. I do. Very encouraging. Oh my gosh, the sun. Okay, we'll check back in. Little update. I'm supposed to go back in 5 minutes, and I just threw up a little bit. It was the weirdest throw up of my life because it didn't feel like throw up. It was literally just clear liquid. So I'm guessing it was just part of the drink and the water I've been drinking.
Yeah, because there's nothing in your stomach.
Yeah. But like I don't have like that acidy throw up thing going on. Anyways, I'm gonna go back in and tell them. And I have a feeling that this test is now invalid.
Yeah.
I'm really disappointed. I tried so hard. I was like, Josh, I don't feel very good.
Well, she burped and threw up in her mouth.
Oh, okay, no burping. Yikes.
And then like 2 minutes later,
I'm gonna throw up. He's like, seriously? I was like, I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah. And I pulled the car over and she did like a little bloop and some went on her dress, and then she threw open the door and threw up more on the side.
But it was literally just like, it looked like water.
Yeah.
Ugh. So we'll see what they say.
We might have to be coming back here.
I had to force myself to drink that again, knowing that it made me feel sick now.
Fun time.
This is real life, guys. Ah! Well, I'm back home. Basically, I went back in and told them what happened. They said that the test would be invalid if I continued on. So going back in tomorrow, 6:30 in the morning. We're gonna try again. Very, very disappointed. And mad. I'm just mad, honestly. Here's hoping the stomach can take it tomorrow. Okay, good morning, you guys. Sorry for the shadow, but if I don't have this thing down, I literally can't see right now. It is almost 7:45 in the morning. We've actually been at the doctor's for a little over an hour now. I'm on day 2. I'm trying to get my glucose test. I decided to just come back the next day because of how much yesterday was terrible. And I'm not the kind of person that would be okay with waiting another week to do this. So, came at 6:30 this morning. I took the drink, I got my blood taken. It's been almost an hour. I'm going back in about 5-ish minutes to get a second poke. Then we will have made it further than yesterday. The nurse was super nice. I had the same girl as I had yesterday. I'm scared to burp. She was like, oh my gosh, you're so brave coming back so fast. I want it done. Yesterday was like the worst day. This is real life. I feel like I've never seen someone that this has happened to, so if this happens to you, you're not the only person. Yesterday I got poked in my left arm in the morning. Today I had them do my right, so now I'm not really sure which one I'm gonna have them do. When I go back in, I guess I go back to the left and we just bounce back and forth. But there's a little bruise from yesterday, so does that hurt?
But you don't want 3 in your right.
No, I don't.
So you should go back to your left.
Will you do this one for me?
I wish I could.
No, you don't. Don't lie. He literally shrinks off camera. I will check back in after poke number 2. Feeling better. We've already made it past the time that we made it yesterday.
Past the witching hour.
The witching hour. Success! I never thought I'd be excited about getting my blood drawn the second time in one morning, but I did it. 2 out of 3 done. I only have to get poked one more time in
1 more hour.
1 more hour. I think I'm gonna try to sleep a little bit more because that seemed to work last time. Josh is being a really great chauffeur.
Except for I had to run out and use the bathroom at Whole Foods.
Yeah, he had to run across the street to the grocery store when I was in this last time. We're almost there. Oh, I cannot wait for this to be done. I'm done! Woo! The final poke, this one, I had a different nurse actually. Nurse? Technician? I don't really know what their title is, but I had a different person for my final one, and he told me that I might need to ice my arms because the veins have been used a lot. That's great. Which is true, because I got poked twice in both arms.
Yeah.
Once was yesterday, but I feel like that's basically the same. Oh, my arms actually hurt holding this camera up. Josh said I get a treat now because I did so good. I'm like a child.
Also, she's been staying away from sugar and carbs yesterday.
Yeah, because of
the
this
doctor
test.
said that might help. So now she goes to get sugar and carbs at Coffee Bean.
Coffee Bean, I know it's early, but they just started their pumpkin drinks, which are so yummy. Coffee Bean has the best pumpkin drinks. I'm gonna go get a pumpkin chai, a small one, and a blueberry scone. I'm really excited. I was excited yesterday because I thought after my test that I would go and get that. It was in my head like, okay, you gotta get through this test and then you can get a pumpkin drink. And then my body spazzed and I did not get through the test. So then I didn't think that I deserved it. Josh was still gonna take me there and I was like, I don't even want it. Which I really didn't. I felt so sick yesterday, so I'm really excited. Alright you guys, I'm gonna end this video here. I'm very, very happy that that test is done. I still am gonna have to wait for the results, obviously, but the test was just looming over me. I was very, very nervous for it. I mean, obviously, for good reason, since I had to do it twice. Anyways, I hope that this was an interesting video, that if you're pregnant and have not done your glucose test yet, this kind of helps tell you what it's going to be like. I hope that your experience is smoother than mine, but the second day it was totally fine. I actually ended up coming home and sleeping for about 2 hours afterwards just because my body was so exhausted from, one, I think the stress, but then 2, I had 3 blood draws and no food. But after I rested, I was totally fine. All good here. If you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. You guys are great, and we'll see you next time. Bye! Oh, there it goes. There's so much sugar. I'm out of breath. Oh my gosh, the sun's coming out. But, yeah. So now, I have nothing else to say.
See you guys in an hour.